Howdy everyone, this is Grakef. So we're back in the space hangar, and I wanted to make some modifications to this. It was very successful, but I just don't quite like the look of it. We're hiding these engines under the in the back there, and they're kind of doubled up. So we're gonna maybe, there we go. I'm going to kind of design this a little bit more around the our flap size here. Make those a little shorter. Those down to about a meter. Come on. Yeah, that'll probably be close enough. I just need to make some space. Striking 100 here. Grab that tool. Okay. Push these down just a little bit. Let's change that to absolute. Bring them out just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to cover up this bit with a little bit of wing. Aerodynamics, wing. Okay. And make it really short, just about the width of the engine. Wish there was a little bit more precision in this, even with the right-click function. It's a little hard to still just a little bit of poking out, and that's really fat. We might have to hide that with the tank or something. Okay, not the greatest. Let's try moving that down just a little bit and make them a little bit thicker. But move it down just a little bit. Actually, it looks a lot closer to the actual wing, but now the two centers are offset. Let's see here, structural, and we'll do this. That was way too small. Okay. Getting a little closer there as far as getting the right size, but we're going to want a cone, and the top's going to be oh, here we go. Small intake. Let's try that instead. Well, it's not perfect or pretty. And with doing that, we can change the back of the plane here. We probably don't need this tank anymore. We'll have to look at our... Yeah. There we go. Rotate, move that flat. I have to do it this way. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at it in far. Sweep. Okay, that looks pretty good. Look at it at Mach 1. Okay, cool. And then our transonic design here as well. Oof. Picked up a gnarly spike right around the end of those tails and engines. Yeah, holy cow. Some really drastic change there by moving those engines. Well, let's put our... I was kind of trying to make it look a little bit more accurate, but a lot of the early jets, they just made them fast by brute force. So we'll add some modern improvements to the... So let's put our spike back on the front here and see what that does. Okay, that does help out a bunch. Okay. Look at some of these other numbers. Ooh. Altitude 15,000. 1. Altitude was above the atmosphere. There we go. Okay, so we got all green numbers as well, so this should fly at Mach 1. Okay, well, let's close out bar. And Sonic, close out this stuff. I like where all that is. Yep. Nose cone ended up a little bit more stabby, but looks like it's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and, 34 days to make those changes? It's just about as long as it took to build it. Well, I feel like those are tilted down, but it doesn't, I guess they're not. So we'll save those edits. And while that is being done, the launch for today, we ended up with one of those A sciences were completed. So we're going to go ahead and launch one of those. Let's warp today so we can see that. This one's going straight up, and then we've got one that we got tilted. And it's about 37% done. So we'll go ahead and launch this one straight up. And, yeah. Should be somewhat interesting. It's the first time flying with those Terabee parts for me, so we'll see how they do as far as efficiency in that. That nose cone is fairly long, so it should fly fairly well and be fairly efficient. Okay, so we'll pull this up so we know when to release the clamp. Turn our SAS and firing. For our thrust to get up to, there we go. Alright, up we go. We do have photography at this level, but we're going to get that with our plane. So we'll go up and I believe over shores is what we're going to get for this one. So we'll reset that experiment and fly on up. We'll see where we end up, whether we do just above the Kármán line or if we get over 150 and we do that in space for that photography. Want to maximize our science on that one. We'll be flying several science rockets up, so this will give us some options on where we collect that science. Alright, there's 100,000 for our apoapsis, and it looks like we're going to pass that. 170,000. So, not bad. Okay. So, this is high space here, and that's going to give us 5.1 or 4.5. So, let's see what we get and hold those out just a little longer. Okay, looks like it's about the same. Oh, did I not? I should have put a, yeah, it should have separated off. Have to look at that again in that staging. So let's go and see if we get anything a little bit better after we get above 150,000. There we go. Yeah, that was worth holding out. 6.8. Keep experiment. Keep experiment. This one may not be as successful as I want if that bottom stage is not going to separate. We'll have to modify the tilt one, because I don't think we got enough parachute to land all this. And there's the other problem too, is we're going to go parachute down. So we're not going to slow down as much as I had wanted. Oh yeah. Oh, look at all those G's. Looks like, hopefully, we will slow down enough that our, there went our parachute. So I'll join back up with you when we're ready to either fly Jeb 1 or launch the other A4. Alright, welcome back. Joining me in progress. We're completing a couple of flying contracts here, one of which is going to be breaking the sound barrier. Right now we're working on this one right here. I've got a hold between 34 and 34 and 44 for 30 seconds. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Alright, got that one completed. Let's go ahead and slow down just a little bit. Getting a little hot up front there. Follow the atmosphere dragging by us. There we go. Turn around. KSP is right over there, that little speck right there. We're going to go ahead and climb up a little bit through the thicker parts of the atmosphere. Right, here we go. 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9, Mach 1. I should have completed that one. Okay, it's 343. I wonder what the difference is between far Mach and their speeds. And there we go, 343. Okay, so let's cut our engines. Okay. Took a little bit of doing. Alright, 200 meters coming in for a landing. A little fast on this. I should put some real chutes on the back of this, make it a little bit easier to land. Just trying to bleed off a little bit of speed. 100 meters. I'm going to climb back up and try another approach. See if we can't get rid of a little bit more speed. like it's on springs. Alright, did we get our photography? Doesn't look like it. Alright, welcome back. Well, a couple rough landings. I did complete the objective I wanted to, but I did not complete it with a vehicle. Well, Jebediah survived this time. So, anyways, that's it for this episode. Like, subscribe, share it, please. Hopefully you enjoy it. Feel free to comment. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to keep the vehicles somewhat realistic. I know there is better ways to build an airplane, and I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But also at the same time, I just don't want to fly some sci-fi glider, right? I want to keep it a little bit more realistic for it. So hopefully y'all enjoy it, and have a great day.